Hi everyone. Today's video, I'll be talking about how to install the free version of EndNote. Now, EndNote is a very important tool for academic referencing. And as you know, the subscription for this application is expensive. And for most students doing their academic writing, it becomes a big challenge. So this free version would probably go a long way to help such students who do not have the financial capacity to do that. Okay. All right. So you already have your EndNote version 20 folder. And if you open this folder, you have the crack folder, which of course contains our EndNote application file we'll be using later on. And then you have the installation file, the README file. The README file, the text file that actually tells us what to do. Okay, so the first step is to install it by choosing the free version. And then after that, we go to our program files on our PC or our application, and then exchange that EndNote application file with this one. Okay, basically, that's what we will do. Okay, so let's begin the installation process. So you click on this application file or installation file, and then you say yes because Windows just wants to ask you whether to allow this app to make changes to the device. So of course we want to just say yes. Okay. So Windows will do its own thing. The next thing is just to read whatever you want to read, then just say next. Okay. Now take note, we are not using the product key. We are using the 30-day free trial, but that is not to say at the end of 30 days it's going to end. That is just because we want to use the crack file. Okay, so we first select this, okay, and then we say next. Next. Then of course nobody reads the license agreement, but it's very important. You need to accept that and then say next. Okay. Now we are using the typical installation type, and that's just because we want our import filters to be present. Okay. Now, at the end of the application or installation, I'll show you what we mean by the import filters. Now, in some journals, they will require you to use a specific um, referencing style, which is not just APA or MLA or whatsoever, but they need you to use certain styles, okay? And that is where this is very, very important. You can actually edit whatever template you have to suit whatever they are requesting. Okay, so at the end of the day, we expect our application folder to be at program files times 86 EndNote version 20. Okay, so this is the program directory. And then next, and then of course we sit down and then wait for this whole thing to complete. Okay, so Windows will do its own thing. At the end of the process, we just go into our program files times 86 to check what is there. So it takes some time to complete the process. Yeah. And then it's done. Okay, so we say finish. And please take note, I mentioned that we have to now go to the second step. You need to go and replace that EndNote application file. So you just open any folder and just take us to the Windows C. This is the program directory, program files times 86, and we have program files. So that's why I said we should always take note of the program files times 86. Okay. And then we come to EndNote. Okay. Now we open the EndNote and then we see that there is this EndNote file, application file. Okay. This is not what we want to use. We want to replace this with what is in the crack file. So we will just delete this and then replace it with our cracked version. Control C. Okay. Good. All right. So now, if we want to check whether the application is now working, the EndNote application is working, we just go to the application and just open it. Sorry. So we just say EndNote, just search for it, and then we open it. Okay, so this is the version 20, and this is how the interface is. Okay, so basically, we've not done anything, we've not imported any referencing or whatsoever here, and that is basically because we've not started using this. Now, I talked about the import filters, so this is where you will find it. If you go to tools, this is the output styles, and here you can see that there are so many output styles here. And that is very important because in some journals, as I've already said, they will require you to use certain styles that are not available that you know. So whether it's MLA, Harvard, whatever they know, they would want you to cite it in a particular manner. For instance, they want to use their first name, last name, then ITA, or about cite about, let's say, 4 or 5 individuals within the author list before you bring ITA and so on. So all these variations can be sorted out, especially if you have this EndNote version 20 and you have these two output stars, and then you can always edit whatever you have. Okay, so basically this is how to install the free version of EndNote, and then use it for your academic writing. In our next video, you try using this EndNote together with Google Scholar to cite some work. All right, so see you in our next video.